The background music was gentle, the chuckles were too loud. Cerise streamers draped from the ceiling gifts were piled, high like a pastel barricade near the dessert stand. Everything shimmered with that polished perfection, my closest companion. Veronica was renowned for. I smiled, clapped, and participated. The ideal guest, the ideal wife, the ideal best friend, until my husband. Santino leaned in his hand, clutching mine just a little too firmly. His voice was barely a hush. We must depart now. My smile faltered. Why? What is occurring? He did not reply. He just stood there, his jaw tight, his eyes surveying the room, like he'd witnessed something I had not, and that's when I observed how his face had turned ashen, as if he'd just ingested shattered glass. We did not speak until we reached the vehicle. The stillness was oppressive, only interrupted by the distant merriment from the baby celebration, still echoing behind us. Then he turned to me. You truly did not notice it, did you? Notice what? I inquired, my voice cracking. He hesitated, the kind that shatters something before words even land. That baby isn't hers. It's ours. My breath vanished from my body, completely gone. Veronica had been my confidence since university, the one who knew my worst moments, my greatest aspirations. She caught the floral arrangement at my wedding. I supported her when her engagement dissolved. We jestingly said our bond was a truer union than our actual marriages. And then there was Santino, my husband. Kind, steady, reserved, a type of man people immediately trusted. I did too. He was my calm, my security, until that day. After the gathering, I re-examined every recollection, every meal, every late-night phone call between Veronica and me, every peculiar look between her and Santino I'd dismissed. They were always too relaxed around each other, but I convinced myself it was because we were all intimate, because love fostered trust. But love had rendered me blind. 3 weeks later, I witnessed it for myself. Her ultrasound photograph on her social media story, the caption, "My miracle, 24 weeks today." 24 weeks. The same week Santino had been laboring late every evening. The arithmetic did not just correspond, it shrieked. Yet I did not shatter. I did not toss objects. I did not accost them. I smiled at her subsequent brunch invitation and affirmed, I'd bring dessert because fury fades quickly. Vengeance requires time to mature. I commenced with tranquil precision. Step 1, accumulate. I extracted every record. Credit card statements, hotel bills, communications. He'd utilized my laptop once. A foolish blunder. Digital records do not deceive. The file I compiled was meticulous. Screen captures, timestamps. Every whispered betrayal preserved like proof in a trial that had not yet begun. Step 2, isolate. I performed my role flawlessly, the devoted wife. I kissed him goodnight, prepared his preferred dishes, pretending I hadn't already started transferring our funds into a separate account. Step 3, leverage. Santino worked for a small architectural company. Veronica's brother Dominic was their most significant client. One email scheduled, anonymously with proof of their indiscretion. And the pregnancy timeline? By the next week, Santino was temporarily suspended for professional impropriety. Veronica called me weeping, saying she didn't know what occurred. I informed her I'd bring stew. When I arrived, she looked fragile, the sort of fragility people feign for sympathy. The baby's room was already painted a pale yellow. Her hands instinctively rested over her abdomen as she chatted. Santino's been aloof, she sniffed. He's concerned about work. I nodded. He should be. She blinked. What? I walked closer, placed the stew on the counter, and handed her an envelope. Open it. She hesitated, then did. Photographs, screen captures, a printed electronic mail chain between them. Her face lost all color. You think I didn't know? I said quietly. You think I didn't observe? How you looked at him when you thought I wasn't watching? Tears welled in her eyes. It just occurred. I don't. My voice was composed, sharp as glass. You don't accidentally sleep with your best friend's husband. You don't accidentally carry his child. She opened her mouth again, but I was already moving toward the exit. Oh, and Veronica, I paused, my hand on the knob. You might want to check your inbox too. That morning, every shared friend, every relative of hers, every woman in our social circle had received the same meticulously phrased message. No hysteria, just the unadulterated truth with evidence. By nightfall, she was a pariah. Santino did not return home that evening, or the subsequent one. When he finally did, he looked devastated. Hollow eyes, trembling hands. You destroyed me, he muttered. No, I stated, standing by the window, the dissolution documents already on the table. You did that yourself. He attempted to speak, but his voice broke. I turned to face him. A blunder is forgetting an anniversary, not constructing a life with my best friend behind my back. He fell silent, the kind of silence that acknowledges it is over. I slipped the papers toward him. Sign them, he did slowly. Then I handed him a small envelope. Inside was a key to a small studio apartment I had leased for him in the most desolate part of the city. With it was a note. Consider this your down payment for the new life you built. I left the house that night carrying only my purse and I never looked back. The house, the money, the clean reputation, it was all mine. People might think I lost my husband and my best friend, but I think I finally gained my freedom.